Yes, 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 yes. Thank y'all for staying tuned, paying attention to the J Spring Chamber. You already know I got my guy Kill Bill. You already know we got some updates coming off too as well to let you know what's going on. And then I got my lovely sister Shavette. She got some deep games. And also entrepreneur. We're gonna get into that as well. Kill, you like to say a few things, my brother?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all, it's Kill Bill, not the movie. I'm coming to y'all, drop a few gems, know what I mean, on the community, know what I mean, putting together like touch basis with like a big brother program, speaking to the youth, giving education to one another, but on another basis, on the music program, we is coming out with a lot of CDs we passing out just to support the cause of what the music is doing, and if you can be a part of it, let me know.
Already. Y'all heard it from Kill Bill. You already know it, know what it is. Not to move. We're gonna roll over here to my sister Shavette. Shavette, just get us a little insight about yourself. You ain't gotta go too deep. Just get us a little bit something about you.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Sister. You get up here, my sister. I know you new, but I know you. Hey, I know you gonna handle the business though. Go ahead, my sister.
How y'all doing? My name is Shavette. I'm an entrepreneur. I own a cleaning company called the Keys to Holly Cleaning. We do a lot of residential cleaning. We clean Airbnbs, homes, apartments, businesses, all of that. So if you need to get in contact with me, my number is 314-243-3117. We also have a Facebook page. And again, that's the Keys to Holly Cleaning. So, yeah.
Already. That's what's up. Hold on. Give us a second. We got somebody who have a question. Go ahead, ma'am.
Shavette or Jay, will you put her handles in the bottom of your comments so that we can see what business?
Yes, ma'am. We most definitely will do that. We'll get into that as well. We'll make sure we get that because that's the main part of the show. Is to make sure all those sisters and brothers, entrepreneurs in their community, or whatever the case may be, make sure we get that out because that's very important. Kia, I know you was telling me earlier about a couple of topics you wanted to touch on, dealing with what's going on today, dealing with life or death row.
The topics I was touching on, the substance between the voting issues, between the politics, whether the people we're looking at is being selected or being elected. What I mean by it, or we taking our time to go to these polls, or we looking at these presidents, taking our time to see who's going to lead the country the best. Is we electing them, or is it behind closed doors, really being selected, and the poll is just a gimmick? You know what I mean? This is a wild debate that
I think by you speaking on that, I want to touch on that topic a little bit. We got someone that want to ask a question. Go ahead, man.
We got 3 days left, brother. What you got to think about?
I was just saying. I mean,
we got 3 days left.
But each time we see an interview or what's going on TV, it just it don't right in your mind. I mean, you do have a split decision. You do want to go with the person that has the more aggression for the country, that you think that can lead the country in the best way, but he still has the same plans he had the first intentions with when he got voted the first time. But on the other hand, we have another person. People look at it on the other hand because he has people thinking for him.
Which one?
I guess Biden.
He talking about Sleeping Joe.
Oh, one.
He's talking about Sleeping Joe.
Sleeping Joe. Okay.
He's talking about Sleeping Joe. I want everybody to know he's talking about Sleeping Joe.
And he's talking about Joe.
But listen, no disrespect, no harm. No disrespect, no harm. But he is talking about Sleeping Joe when he's talking about the second part.
Can you name the other president? Could you say his name?
Donald Trump and Sleeping Joe. Joe Biden. But hey, just saying. So do you want to say anything? I had anything you want to add to that? If you don't want to add anything to it, that's fine.
I have nothing to add to that.
You all right, my sister. You all right. We got another sister out there. She backing you up. This is the Black Women's Movement. Go ahead.
Why is you calling him Sleeping Joe?
Well, from my experience dealing with social media, because I haven't actually been at the rally, so I wouldn't say actually physical or experience, but just dealing with how greatly and how I appreciate social media through the ups and downs. Now, when Trump say social media is a gimmick, but now social media is showing Sleeping Joe. Joe Biden is asleep. I mean,
Why is he asleep? I mean, I've heard Trump call him Sleeping
right,
Joe.
but I had seen actions.
They say being
Like-
the president is a hard job. So
Like,
you might fall asleep.
for
He's
instance,
not even the president.
I'm saying, for instance, Joe Biden, he, like they say, he is the greatest and the one, and this is an important election. He is the one that we need to choose for us as African American and represent minority, brown, or whatever the case may be. And I must say, I understand that quite frankly. I mean, hey, I tell my hat to 110%. I understand that. But the saddest part about it, why is reason why I call him sleep. I want the word to understand this. The reason JX called him sleep. Because 47 years he had been asleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He just woke up now when he running for president. They say he are for the people of the descendant of the higher power. Not the African Americans, because that was given to you. We talking about before something have been given to you. Something have been granted to you. From something greater than you and I. Now, after 47 years, he had been asleep. He woke up this year to run for president and say, I am the one. But hey, go ahead, ma'am. I see you have a question.
He was vice president from 2008 to
Right.
2012. So he
We got
was
some
asleep when he was vice president too. Was he asleep when he was vice president? That's what I want.
The most impressive part about that,
was he asleep when he was the vice president?
yes, he was asleep, because I can recall, and if I'm wrong, I would like every social media, every individual that data base strong, but I'm talking to those who actually walk the lane. Data, desktop, lab, different. We're talking about lane walkers. And what I mean by that is that those years that you recall about that character up under that administration, what actually changed in that process of time? What I do know.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to answer.
Oh, you can, ma'am. Go ahead.
No, I know that him, Sleeping Joe, and the Obama administration, they did take care of colleges and schools. They did do that.
They did.
I ain't gonna take that from them.
That's right. How many was in debt after the fact to those who could say he took care of?
Well, you know what? I'm still in debt from it, so.
Oh!
I'm still paying school.
This sounds like the volcano just erupted we're gonna call it China.
Too.
Because the volcano is erupting in China right today. Because you know why? The taxpayer dollars is gonna stop paying China. While they paying them $2-3 to make these products in America, go ahead, man.
So no, just because you mentioning China and mentioning
Yes,
the
ma'am.
taxes, and I know Shavette said she had businesses. How do you think that will affect your small businesses when either president take? Because you know they're talking about raising taxes.
Yes. So I'm just gonna pray on that.
Okay, that's a good
I
one.
do think that them raising the taxes is gonna kill a lot of the small businesses, such as mine. But I work for myself, so I'm gonna make it work.
I heard that. That's how we do it. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
and that's a great answer because
Yeah.
you know why? It's not government dependent.
Right. She's
You know what I'm
independent.
saying? It's a source of ambitiousness and determined. And that's great. But like I was saying earlier, it is very critical. And right now we're in a stage where I have a lot of brothers and sisters that I communicate with. I want y'all to know that totally disagree with voting. I'm about talking about to the utmost. But we have these educated scholars, these profound professors, these great African American successors telling us this is the right thing to do. If we look into the civil rights movement, and we look into the Confederate and Union movement, and we look into the, go ahead, man.
We're not looking that far, sir.
But
We're not going to look that far. We have to vote.
right.
Okay,
No. This is the thing. You're right. You're right. Since she said that, hey, and that's it. You know what? That is the greatest thing that I have felt in months. That we have to vote. And that made, when you said that inspired me so much to dig so deep to realize that a kingdom is for.
Who are you voting for?
I am voting for the individual, whoever that may be, who guides me through the darkness of depression in the United States of America. Because what guides me that's greater than you and I notifies me not beneath my feet,
Okay.
not above the sky that I could see, but beyond the eyes can see.
So you voting for Crazy Trump or Sleepy Joe?
I'm voting for better soul living in America. It's called Kingdom is Falling, and the rising of the new people, of the ancient people, shall rise.
So you're voting for Trump.
I'm voting for the heavens above. I'm not voting for no man. Man cannot stain my liability on earth. There's no scholar, any book you have read, that tells you something greater than you and I told me to say. So my vote lies in the kingdom.
So on your
If your vote lies in the kingdom, then you will be voting for something greater than you and I. But if you're voting for man, you'll be depressed the next 4, 8, 10 to 15 years. Go ahead, ma'am.
platform, and or you telling me that you recommend people not to vote? What are you saying?
I have a platform that dwells on something greater than you and I. When man can tell you the answer, and it didn't come from the heavens above, they say the wicked don't sit in the presence of the righteous. So I'm voting for something that's purified, something that's greater. See, it's a giggle to you, but you will perish in the sight of those cannot save you. But it's a plus to I, because I will perish in the arms of the beloved of something that's greater than you and I that I have descended from. This is a different dialect.
Kill Bill, are you voting?
No, I want to vote.
Okay. Shavette, are you voting?
I am voting.
Everybody in the audience is voting as well.
That's right. That's right. And as long as
just for the viewers to know.
right, and just for the viewers to know, this same vote in 1868, early 1900, after the assassination in 1968. Go ahead.
Can we
man.
stay in 2020? But just
All the way to 2020. This is what's so depressive. That's what they told you on the radio. They said when you go vote, you cry out, Mike Brown. You cry out, Sandra Bland.
Take the wheel.
They telling you to cry out these people when you vote. But guess what, America? Neither side is prosecuting the wicked. So whenever you get through proud, shout out, Mike Brown. Whenever you get shouting out, Sandra Bland. Whenever you get shouting out, Crump. Breonna Taylor. Even Breonna Taylor. We can go farther on. And we can bring it up to the 5 brothers and more have been hung in the United States of America in the process of what they call it, police reform. You telling me something. Hold on, man. But you telling me this. When we vote for either candidate in America, there's no politician that's gonna prosecute the police as they prosecute someone look like you and I for a crime they committed because we what? In a system that have been designed for assassination of own man character. And that's a lot of educators that will correct that. And I can appreciate that. And I'm gladly to welcome them in by all arms, but at the end of the day, the money you spend that's given to you will go right back to the same person that killed your child. Go ahead with your vote, man.
Okay.
You said you vote for Trump or Joe Biden.
Which
one you voting for? That's what I want to know.
So
Because they don't want to prosecute. Go ahead, man.
I haven't decided yet.
Okay, get your mind together.
I haven't decided.
You better
yet.
vote for something greater than you and I, cause if you don't.
She has 72 hours.
Yep,
Oh,
I got 72 hours.
Sister slid in.
Yeah,
I
do
told
that.
you. Hey, look, she slid in. She said she got 72.
I do.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am. So now you got.
So I see.
2 minutes.
Okay, so I want to say I understand your breaking point.
I understand. It's not a breaking point,
with
man. Let's correct your language immediately. But see, when you say it's a breaking point, that puts me in the category of this right here that had been written by your people. This right here had told you to play a game to be a part of your people. No, ma'am, this is not that. You separate the truth from a fact. The truth rise high as a
It
scaffold.
sounded like a breaking point.
No, it's not a breaking point.
You know.
It's not a breaking point. It's not a breaking point. We beyond the breaking point. We've been past the breaking point. We were past the breaking point when they slid in and invaded the original people, looked like you and I, that were present and confused you like you was the traveler.
Okay.
We passed the breaking point now.
Okay.
Now go ahead, man. I'm listening.
That's the only question I have. I'm just,
Okay.
Still doing research. That's
Yes,
why I
ma'am.
made sure I, wanted to see your show today, and because I'm trying to decide who I'm going to vote for.
I'm gonna tell you
It's
something.
important to me.
That's right. That's right. You better vote for something greater than you and I. Because any individual you vote for, they will kill your son, your grandson, your uncle, your grandfather, your father in the city streets that you pay taxes in. With no justice, we'll get suspended sentence on a manslaughter. But your neighbor will kill out of poor the sanity, evenness, just patheticness. And he'll get a life sentence and just had a child. And you will vote yes for him. But he just killed your ancestor, your nephew.
So I know where that feeling is coming from, the murder that just happened.
Oh, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
His mother.
No, ma'am. That's what social media wants you to feel. This comes from the invading and the trichology and the confusion of the original people that was here and the Western education that you have to survive in America. We can also go into the moral lights with the two separation of different characters.
Okay. Well, I was talking about police.
We talking about the Mayans.
I was talking about police reform.
It's all fall in the same category. That's why they established it. We had the first army. We had the first security. We are the original descendants. Those there is just like the light, just a lamp, artificial. They're giving you everything that you're speaking today. But what they can't give you is what have been installed in you from a youth. See, they can change your belief, but they can't change what you know. And they can't change where you come from. And I'm so glad that you brothers and sisters, I did too much. I apologize. But the lady was going deep in. And I thank you, sister, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And I love the fact that you are doing your thing, your family, you know what I'm saying? And I want you to come back to the show and make more connection with other individuals that's on the show. We got different cast, you know what I'm saying, that's on the show, that's actually doing entrepreneurship, you know what I'm saying, dealing in the, you know what I'm saying, in the black culture, you know what I'm saying? And I want to stop calling it black culture because we call about the same God. And plus, Kill, I'd like to thank you for being on the show as well. You know what I'm saying? But you're a normal cast, so I ain't got to thank you. That's your job. That's your job.
Hey, we good like chicken on Sunday, man.
Well, guess what? Is you gonna help this sister get a 2-piece down? She wants some greens or something.
The birds fly.
They said eagles flew past the goddamn storm and landed on the mountaintop and looked down and seen it spray.
Lord Jesus. Man.
But it's a blessing though, man. And like I say though, man, look here, man. We have to really get it done. What to stand for is real. We gotta know who we are. We gotta know where we come from. You know what I'm saying? And look here, you know, I thank y'all for being on the show.
Yeah, I ain't say so. I mean,
Yeah. Hey, look here. If I catch you on my show again with that goddamn shag, I'm gonna hit you with a goddamn crossbow. Thank you for your motherfucking job. And doing your job as well. One for y'all, there wouldn't be no show.
Yeah, you think about locking on this whole board.
Yeah. Cause the slaves come out.
They didn't see my hair.